Hi everybody, we are live. Thank you for coming to the stream, Library of Ruina Storytime Part 7. I'll get into some information about the stream shortly. We're going to do it in reverse this time because we've got a full house. There are lots of people here. And I'm going to start with myself. Hi, I am the host and the person playing Library of Ruina. I go by Puma, my pronouns are he, him, and my co-host, Skern.
Oh, hi, I didn't interrupt at all this time. Yeah, I exist. My pronouns are he or she. I'm gender fluid. I don't care which.
Joined by the illustrious Mega.
Hello, I'm Mega, she, her.
Special guest, I say, as if you're not a recurring voice, Chapstick.
Hello. He, him. I'm a small bean.
And lastly, the king of Netzach, Volka himself.
Wow, it's me. Hi, I'm Polka. I use he, him pronouns.
Wow. Thank you for coming, and everyone, thank you for introducing yourselves. We have many friends voicing characters in our Library of Ruina Storytime stream. Now, some notes about the stream. Really quickly, if you are watching this live or catching it in a VOD, this is not a blind playthrough, it's not a speedrun, and it's not a challenge run, and it's not a walkthrough. This stream is just a story mode. It's focused on the participants voice acting the various characters in the story. For convenience and ease of viewing, I will be using the NoGrind mod to grant infinite copies of any books obtained legitimately in combat, which I did not enable when I opened up Library of Ruina, so I'm going to fix that. No other mods are in use. If you are considering doing a playthrough of Library of Ruina, I do not suggest using the NoGrind mod, as repeating some fights is part of the intended experience. I'm just doing it so we don't have to grind on stream. Though Skern and I have completed Ruina several times, please avoid spoilers in chat, as not all of our voice actors have, and not everyone in chat has finished it as well. It's okay to make jokes and references, but don't go too far, and we'll know if you did. This game does include several trigger warnings, such as self-harm, suicide, mental distress, violence against children, toxic relationships, religious trauma, and basically every type of horror you can imagine. If any of these subjects would trigger you, please feel free to skip this stream or this VOD. Your mental health is important, and I promise none of us will be upset. We will catch you in the next one.
I feel like I should mention there's a pretty high chance we're going to briefly touch upon religious trauma. It gets worse, but there's a couple of scenes that have religious trauma and that's going to happen.
It gets real bad.
Yeah, it gets much worse. That's much later.
So thanks for coming. I'm going to reboot Library of Ruina now because I forgot to turn the mod on. And I am not fighting the crying children 3 times.
Aww.
Once is bad enough.
But don't you want to spend the entire stream just fighting a single fight?
No, I don't. I really don't want to do that. Even with Tifereth or Yesod, or not Tifereth, Malkut or Yesod having ego pages, it's still going to be a slog. You thought the sweepers were bad.
Yeah, I can't say anything because we haven't done it yet, but it is, it's a fun fight. Fun.
Oh, those poor W train employees.
But don't worry, the crying children have nothing to do with them.
That's good.
Alright, we are starting off with the smiling faces. I don't have any lines in this scene, so take it away, my friends.
Could you open the stream on our
I was about to
end
say,
again?
you might want to reopen Discord for us.
Wah.
Thank you.
Now, friends, don't get too excited. You're rushing it. My poor friend is about to faint from crying, see? Oh, Thelma. Oh, Thelma. You pitiful friend. You'd better hold your tears in, though. The real fun hasn't begun yet.
This spicy smoke from me wee pipe ought to dull your pain, huh? Ain't this one scaredy little fellow, Wang, me pal?
Sure is, sure is. I still only flaked about, what, 1,347 slices so far? Oh my god, what a specific number. Now let's see here. Blue fella, how many slices did you want again?
Thelma may be a dear friend of mine, but breaking promises is a serious crime. So, how about 10,000 slices?
Alrighty, alrighty. Leave it to me, chap.
Oh, buggery do. Me, you greedy old lass. You can't just eat all the slices off the plate. Crikey, you're gonna pop me eardrums. We're eating them anyways, so why not have some now, hmm?
Now, there's still plenty more for all of us, so don't fight over some bitty meat. I gotta try and flake enough to feed all of us full.
Thelma, don't give me such a look. You knew the terms of our deal. You were handling all the tasks so well. You can't just fail me in the end.
Blue feller, looks like this feller has something to say already. Do we pull the gag out of his mouth?
Sure, please do.
Blue Reverb, you crazy son of a bitch! Don't be ridiculous. You're the one who gave me an impossible task in the first place.
Sigh. It was your choice to employ Sector 2 in the Section 2 in the southern branch for this, Selma. You could have had Section 1 deal with some of them. Little Mr. Prideful Thelma tried pulling a shabby scheme to get rid of Section 2 so he could keep his seat. Now he's failed to keep up his promise with me.
But you gave me the hint to use them!
I never said it was a must, though. Now, did I? All I asked from you was to take care of things on the list within the period I set. And you agreed to it.
Cutting bastard. If you kill me, the branch manager, then Section 1 of my branch will be after you. The HQ will too. Even Hana is going to make a move. So please give me another chance.
Thelma, you just can't bring yourself to say sorry for breaking our promise till the very end. It aches my heart to see it. Oh, and you don't have to worry about me. Remind me where we are, friends.
It's the back streets, of, District 23, is it?
Whoa, really? Don't this poor old lad realize it's nighttime? Course he wouldn't. His eyes are covered tidy like.
Aye.
The night in the back streets.
Bingo! Bingo! No one will ever know where or how you died and who killed you. You'll just slowly melt away from the city. Right?
I'm certain he will, Sir Argalia.
Okay then, let's proceed with it, friends.
I'm sorry! I'm so sorry, sir! I'm terribly sorry. I'm sorry for breaking our promise.
What do we doodly do, blue fella?
Do we cut it short here?
Thelma.
Yes, Argalia, it's all my fault, I swear. I swear that I'll never try to pull any cheap schemes. And I'll never break the promises with you ever again.
Thelma. I'm about to shed a tear. There's no way I'd actually spare you from making a sincere apology. I knew you weren't the brightest friend in the supposed shed, but I didn't think you'd be this slow. Still, I'll take your apology to heart.
Now, time to put your gags back on, Letty. Say ah.
You bitch, I hate you so much!
Don't make such a sad face, lad. We all got to have more smiles and laughter in our life. What'll we do next, fella?
Well, as soon as you're done with him, head to the library. I'll leave the invitation here. And take good care of Thelma. He was my old friend, all in all.
Oh, you bet we will. Take care, Letty.
Now then, Eileen, shall we go meet some other friends?
Poor sir.
He's totally won over the heart of the leader of the Church of Gears, huh? Oh, that absolute madman. He's a fixer, and he's got a distortion and even the smiling faces on his leash.
Being a color must mean having someone having immense power. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Colors are exceptionally skilled fixers, even among Grade 1. Hana Association assigns a unique color to each of them.
Assigned a color.
They're the best fixers in the city, basically. The pay is way up there, too.
I suppose the blue reverberation was assigned the color blue.
Yep. Just like how the red mist was assigned the color red.
Is he as strong as the red mist?
Well, in terms of sheer power, the red mist in her prime is probably above him. But there's a whole lot of fields of fixer activity, and the situations can differ for each case, so it's hard to make a fair one-on-one comparison. For example, the red mist liked to work alone, but the blue reverb is leading an urban nightmare class syndicate, as you can see there.
Could we get the blue reverberations book if we have if we ever happen to need it?
Maybe, if we tried by any means. The city would be much better off without that maniac, too.
Oh, would you look at that? This place sure is a whole nother world. Don't get lost in it now, lad. You got to keep your toes in a tiger's den. Keep on your toes in a tiger's den.
About time the director showed up.
Greetings, dear guests.
Pleased to meet you, lassie.
Say, you have the book of an old pal named Eugen here, eh?
We do indeed.
Whoa, really? Guess there really is. Blue fella really is a scary one.
Sure is, sure is. Everything's going as he says.
May you find your book in this place.
Alright, this fight isn't too terribly long, but it is multiple waves, so it'll take me a minute. Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, you'll probably slaughter everything. You're really overpowered, all things considered.
I
Personally,
recall
I'm
this
thinking
not being a particularly hard fight either.
it's not, and the game really doesn't expect you to have completed multiple realizations at this point.
Thank you all for your lovely reading.
Glad you enjoyed it.
It's
was
fun being
fun.
crazy.
Yeah. It's also fun whenever accents are very clearly typed out in the dialogue. Well, I recall that being one of the things that I loved about the Redwall books. I really need to grab one and try reading it again. It's been so long.
I can't remember where I saw it, but I thought I saw that they were making some sort of like TTRPG that was like similar to the Redwall series.
There are several.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like it's a pretty. I don't know if I can say popular, but it is a multiple times used aesthetic. It's what Magic the Gathering used to bring me in, and they turned around and shot me right back out.
That was quick. I mean, to be clear, Blue Haven's great.
They are adding in Final Fantasy 14 characters into Magic and Gathering, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
even have a couple characters as commander decks, including my favorite man,
Which one's your favorite, man?
Emmett Selk.
I'm not super versed with Final Fantasy after a certain point, but I am happy. Like, I enjoy what I'm seeing in it. I just want to see more.
I've never been particularly interested in Magic and Gathering. I have played the game a couple of times.
Isn't your fiance into it?
For a while she was. But they said they were gonna add Final Fantasy 14 characters, and I was like, that would do it. And then they were like, by the way, we're also adding in Baldur's Gate 3 characters, and I was like, oh, all right, you already had me, but
I mean, those have been added for a
Yeah,
while.
They've been
That
there
was
for
a
while.
year and a
They were
half
there-
ago.
Yeah,
like the cards are actually out.
They've been out for a while. Yes, that was with their D&D set.
yeah. The Baldur's Gate 3 characters were out before Baldur's Gate 3.
Correct.
Oh.
Because Baldur's Gate 3, you know how it kept getting delayed?
Mm-hmm.
Magic made a deal with them, and we're trying to make it come out at the same time, and then Baldur's Gate 3 got delayed, so we didn't know at the time, but yes, Magic had the characters for Baldur's Gate 3 in.
Yeah.
Dang. I guess I need to go find how to get some of those commanders then.
eBay probably at this point.
Yeah.
No. Well,
Huh?
there's a lot of card websites now specifically
There's-
for it, but
It's really easy to get Magic cards if you want them.
yeah. eBay is just my gut reaction from buying Magic cards whenever I was like 12.
Don't worry, your favorite vampire has been a character in Magic for a while.
I love him.
Do you still play Volca?
Yeah, sometimes. Mostly just drafting on Arena. I haven't played the new set. But...
New set looks pretty cool. It feels a lot more Magic the Gathering than the last couple sets have.
Yeah, I mean it's a callback to a set that came out when I was playing it like my peak. So
Yeah, it was a
for
very
for
popular
old timers,
set.
yeah, for old timers feels pretty good. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think we're all old because we all were like, yeah, I remember playing that set. Let's not
Yeah,
think
like-
of how old that set is.
yeah, I don't want to know when Khans of Tarkir came out.
No, I'm gonna do you one better because I wasn't playing at that time. The last time I was playing was like 7th edition. No, earlier than that. It was like Onslaught or something. I don't know.
And it's been a
I'm
minute for
old.
you.
Yeah. I had been out for a while because I was like 12.
Okay, so I did double check. Would you like to feel old?
Yes, hit me.
Always.
Concept Car Carrots 2014.
Oh man, I was so much younger back then.
Onslaught was in 2002.
I was a kid.
I was also.
Oh, I was already an adult, so I feel really old.
Man, the cards back then were terrible.
Oh, yeah.
It's a different game for sure.
I remember paying 2 mana for a 2/1.
Man, those were the days.
I remember it was just about getting enough creatures on the board, and there wasn't enough removal unless you raft.
Yeah, Magic is a whole different beast today.
Curious, does Magic have similar scalping problems that like Pokemon cards do these days?
Complicated answer.
Yeah,
So
My-
yes, but no. Is what?
Different, yes, but different.
Okay. I only asked because I was like super big into Pokemon card collecting for the longest time, and like unfortunately, scalpers made me quit.
So, the biggest way I can explain this is Magic prices are actually based upon card power level,
Mhm.
whereas Pokemon card prices are based on art.
Mhm.
So the scalpers are after different things, and therefore it is inherently kind of different.
Okay.
However, I will say, with the introduction of all of these universes beyond, such as Final Fantasy and whatnot, into it, it is opening a window for different
There
scalpers
is,
to
yeah.
come in.
Yeah.
I know the
Because
Doctor
the
Who
people
ones,
who
for
are coming
example.
in as fans of those IP are going to want their Sephiroths and their whoever that was that you said from 14.
Emmett suck.
I have never personally finished a Final Fantasy, and the one I got closest to was 3 on the DS, which basically doesn't have a story. The crystals fight the darkness, go fight the darkness for the crystals. That was the story.
I'll see if I can find the card art for Emmett Selk. He just chef's kiss. He's beautiful. I love that man.
So yes, even if Emmett is actually a terrible card, his price is probably much higher than most terrible cards.
Yes, absolutely. This Final Fantasy set in particular, I feel, is going to suffer the most of
Oh, for sure.
the fandom scalping.
I know the Doctor Who one also had a pretty bad sculpting problem.
All right, found it. I'm just gonna I'm gonna post it. It's sick.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
sick.
Okay, yeah. Let me guess, whenever you saw Gortash, you got excited.
Um.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm?
I actually didn't like Gartesh that much.
Oh. Surprise.
Um.
I just took one look at this and I was like, honestly, it just kind of looks like Gortash from a low angle.
Gortash wishes he has as much charisma as Emmett Selk does.
Absolutely. I didn't think Gortash actually had all of that Riz. All that much Riz. However, I approached the 3rd chapter of Baldur's Gate weird.
Totally fair.
I was hitting that RPG fatigue of like, well, if I put this down, I'm probably never coming back, but I do want to finish this. So I probably didn't give Chapter 3 the full justice it deserved, but dang, that game is still very good.
I think they also put Y'shtola as a commander as well.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love her.
I don't even play the MMO and I know about her just because of memes.
She's so fucking cool. I love Y'shtola. Like, she's, honest to God, one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters.
So obviously, you and your fiance should start playing Commander together. Also,
Just so that I can play 14.
Yes, I'll go open up the epilogue. I think I'm the only one who has to be a voice with Puma here.
Roland beat the crap out of the smiling faces, then had a heart attack and died.
Yeah, that's normal.
Ripperoni.
Oh, I resurrected you. It's fine.
Just what could that blue sicko be looking for so badly?
Any guesses?
There's just way too many off the top of my head. That crazed pervert can and will go far beyond anyone's expectations.
I found alternate art.
Are we at Hode realization already?
All right, time for another mental breakdown.
No. Okay, we have several floors that have a scene ready. And then we have the circus and the crying children.
Whatever other people would like to do, I am prepared to have another mental breakdown. It's fine.
I believe Mega was Hoed, right?
We switched between it, but yes, she was normally Hoed.
Yes. Please.
The reason that you always question it is there was that one time that Hoed and Malketh were talking to each other, and I took Hoed for that moment.
That makes sense. Okay. The library has to reach grade 30 to go ahead, so all of these will be necessary.
Mental breakdown or circus?
I mean,
What a
does the
dichotomy.
Does the circus bring back those? No, they already did.
Circus are people you've not met yet.
Okay. I mean, honestly, I like a good circus.
Why don't we
Sure.
do circus?
It's not that, but sure.
Circus also has a lot of roles, and like a lot of people can voice it.
Yeah, but I'm still taking Philip.
Yeah.
Claimed my villain.
What chapter is the circus?
It's not like there's 4 other characters in that scene, Skern.
It's true.
It's the 8 o'clock circus.
8 o'clock circus.
Also, Philip's not in this scene.
I thought he was.
No.
Damn, you're correct. Must be the next chapter. I'm sorry, I am incorrect.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's got 3 lines at the end. Okay, there is Emma, Noah, and Oswald. As some vocal direction, if you would like to play a role, Oswald, creepy clown. Noah and Emma, disgruntled salarymen.
Disgruntled salaryman.
In fact, their titles are Corporate Drone.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
I want to be a corporate drone.
Would you like to be Emma or Noah?
I'll give Noah a shot.
I
I'll
think
be
the mo-
Oswald.
All right, that was the question. Who wants to be the creepy clown?
I don't know what kind of creepy clown voice will come out of me, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, you want to be Emma?
Sure.
Oh, this way you can rest your voice before you have an emotional breakdown, Skirt.
Yeah, I just did Orgalia. I've regretted it knowing that we were about to do a realization.
Okay.
All according to plan.
So at the beginning of this scene, there's several lines spoken by question mark, question mark, question mark. Those are Oswald's lines.
All right.
Let's do the 8 o'clock circus.
You enjoy today's show? Laugh to your heart's content at the end of a weary life, and maybe you could have a good eternity's sleep. You never know, regular viewers of ours might get the chance to come on our stage in person. It would be so delightful to join me on this stage, wouldn't it? We'll be back the same time tomorrow to bring you even more laughter. Nail your heads, everyone, and have a bloomy, splody night.
Still bothered by what your boss said?
How could I not be? I'm sick of nitpicks like that already.
Can't help it. We did make an error.
Think about it though. Of all the screens, it had to be the one in the farthest corner. And it happened in the darkest nook cranny at the edge. We can't possibly check all of them with just a measly pair of eyes.
That's why you asked me to go for a walk all the way out here?
Well, I needed to clear my thoughts, and you're the only other smoker in our department.
And we're lost in the woods now.
You didn't have to point that out.
You can beat around the bush all you want, but you can't hide anything from a friend of 5 years now. Let's peep at this in a positive light. We'll find a way if we keep walking. Besides, it's been a while since we were in a nice open area like this.
We're surrounded by trees, though.
Now remind me again whose fault it is that we got lost.
Yeah, sorry. What the hell? I swear I was following the footpath right, and I don't see anything that looks like a trail anymore.
It's nighttime. Maybe you got in the wrong direction because of the dark.
Oh, whatever. Regular maintenance is ending in an hour. We're not going to be back in time at this rate.
What's the worst that could happen? Getting fired?
Don't say vicious stuff like that, even as a joke. You won't have to worry about money even if you catch the pink slip, Emma, but I'm not you. You know what? Never mind. You saw how furious the chief got, yeah? If they were that mad, then they might be preparing documents to fire me already. Or worse, my post could be long gone by the time I get back there.
You can always ask me for help, remember? I told you I could help you reach your dreams. There are things you're better at than staring boring screens all day. Sometimes you have the talent for. Or something you have the talent for.
Yeah. You're moving me to tears, buddy old pal of mine, but I'm not interested in being a doll for the rich to play with. I scrap my dreams ages like, hey, what's up? Stopping like a car before a deer? That's dangerous, man.
Noah, doesn't that thing over there look like a tent?
What? Huh, it really does. Did someone set up a camp or something?
There might be someone living in there. Let's check it out.
I'm nervous. You sure you want to go there?
Who knows? They might be kind enough to tell us a way out of here. And that's why these people die in scenarios like this.
Absolute fools.
And
You
that's how my
think
story
death
ends.
is what's going to happen to them. That's adorable.
Whoa. This place is huge. It's a bit dilapidated, but it's much more fascinating up close up.
I think I saw something like this in a book. What did they call it? Sir?
Oh my, could you be our new guests? The show just ended, though.
Ah, what the? Who the hell are you?
Oh, are you the owner of this place? We apologize. We dropped by to see if there's someone here to give us directions.
Oh, that sure sounds like a troubly trouble. There's no need to be sorry, no. This is the 8 o'clock circus, giving smiles to the smelly city dwellers. Let's skip introductions. My name doesn't matter that much, too much, does it? We're long past the archaic era of introducing each other with names and everything. Shall we sniff each other's wrists instead?
No thanks. Emma, this place is weirding me out. Let's just skedaddle now.
Oh, dearie me, was I too scary for you? Hold your worries. I'm but a clown who wishes to rub lemons on everyone's tongue. And that one over there seems curious about our circus.
Check it out, Noah. It's dark, but I see a lot of neat things here. Giant balls, different kinds of instruments. There's a lion and an elephant too. And also,
Oh, it's real. I've never seen an actual circus before. The book said circuses like this passed into history long ago.
Care to learn more about us? If you want, I can give you a nice special. A once-in-a-lifetime field trip. I've been feeling so stale, too.
Fucking nonsense.
Noah, it's too dark to find a path. So we might as well.
Whatever. I'm doomed to get fired anyway, so you take care of my future.
You are such a joker.
What a lovely friendship to behold. Come on in, then. Oh, and watch your feet now. Hungry flowers might bite you.
Flowers can bite?
This fella is Mr. Lion. He's the strongest pal here. He may seem cold and sharp, but on the inside, he's actually soft and warm like a fur coat. He's not a bad lion. People have left a good amount of 5-star reviews about Mr. Lion's belly, you see.
This lion's teeth are oddly round and blunt.
What are you on about, Noah? They're so sharp it could hurt you if you touched it. Are you too tired right now?
Maybe I mistook them for something else in the dark. I don't really want to get into its belly, though.
And this is Mr. Elephant. He makes the loudest noise in the circus. For realsies. He loves to sing so much all the time, we had to give him a candy to keep him quiet. I don't want anyone reporting us for noise pollution.
This is in the middle of nowhere. I don't think that there's anyone who...
Don't be a silly moose. Mrs. Ant would be sad to hear that. We have a massive ant nest beneath us. We also have Miss Mermaid, Mix Hexagonal Cone Hat, Mr. Knife, and many, many others. Miss Mermaid joined us because she was so scared of the sea. She's very glad to be on land now.
That's strange. I thought mermaids were usually supposed to live in the oceans or underwater.
Oh, rumph. This is why I don't deal with people who have cold rice for brains. We're talking about basic knowledge here. The uppity most very basics. Don't you know that living in the sea makes you fish food?
I mean, mermaids are fish too.
Bonkers. Fish eat fish all the time. Whew. Getting so worked up is out of character for me. Where was I?
Oh, Mr. Lemon Clown, these are the coolest circus crew I've ever seen. They are special. I feel like something about them speaks to my heart.
Don't tell me you actually like the screwy tent. I'm not taking that crap.
Don't be so sour, Noah. It's such a wonderful place. Can't you see? And they can make people smile through tough times like this. Circus. I want to see it too.
Forget it. This is just insane. You can stay here if you want. I'm leaving.
But this is a rare chance.
You want to join us?
Pardon? No, actually, I just wanted to watch your show.
Oh, that's a shame. Everyone couldn't understand my words and actions and left me one by one. My secret pals were the only ones who stayed with me till the end. The mermaid who snacks on jelly beans inside seashells. The hamster who's so tall he can drink clouds off the sky.
Oh dear.
My earnest efforts to bring merry smiles to people were adored by Miss Sun, who then whispered to me that she will make my wish come true. It was the outrageous, head-blowing wish to frolic with my secret pals. So now I am living the dream of my life, joyfully performing at the circus with my friends every night.
Joy. Dreams.
It's rather obvious that you'd be attracted to us. Do I understand your feelings? I do.
Can I really be happy if I joined your circus?
You don't say. Every moment of your life will be filled to the brim with the thrilling taste of pepper.
I'm gonna be fired from J Corp for my mistake anyway. I don't want to go to the back streets either. Even if I got to keep my job, I don't want to set foot in that living hell again. I I just wanted to watch the world and the skies from a higher place. I know that my dream was an empty one. I knew there was no way I could achieve it as long as I was at the bottom. And when I finally scratched and clawed my way up, I just stare at boring screens until I get fired.
Noah, if there's anything I can help you with.
What? You're still making a mockery of me. It's always money, money, money. You say you can solve my problems with money. Do you think everything will work out just by throwing money? Why did you even follow me into that shitty department in the first place? You could live fine without it. No, you know what? Just forget it all. Hey, the clown over there. I want to be part of your crew.
Oh, yikes and a half. The mood doesn't seem so bright here. You can't join us if you're hanging out with those meanie tears, you know? Aha! I'll help you say goodbye to those mean friends flowing down your cheek. We'll be friends with each other when you open your eyes. Now then, let's... Ah! So you're finally awake. You were asleep for so long, I was starting to worry if I'd have to place a well-cooked drumstick on your nose.
The worlds. My eyes. There's just too many worlds. What the hell? It's making my head spin.
No worries. You'll get used to it soon enough. A present for an observant and curious friend who wanted to witness the variety of the world from a higher place. I gave you eyes that can glance at everything, from ants on the floor to spiders on the ceiling. Consider this a welcoming gift from us.
What is that even? Emma, where's Emma?
Okay, Noah. Although I can't see where you are, I've been next to you the whole time. I could finally help you as who I am, not in the form of a material wealth. You were right. I lived a sheltered life, so I don't know much. The scenery I saw would simply pass by. I'll lift you up. You'll be able to see more things from the new heights.
I'm glad that you seem to like our gifts. I have one favor to ask of you two, however.
What's that?
Actually, bad guys came into our circus tent some time ago and swallowed my friends whole. Poor Miss Hippo and Mr. Ball. I was so saddened that day. My frown was as long as 3 sausages. And my big and magnificent palace was ruined thanks to them.
Awful. Who were the culprits?
It doesn't matter who they were. All I know is that they later went to a place called the library. Our splendid circus had never failed once, but for some reason we couldn't move their hearts. I want to know. Why? Oh, no. Whew. I'm wondering how they didn't pop their flowers despite my cute tricks and acts. If we can read their books, then I could hold a circus that's so entertaining, even people like them will shake their salts, don't you think?
Feels uncertain, but if the way is written in their books, we'll be able to hold an even grander circus.
Is it really okay to enter that place, though?
Oh, how compassionate of you. I knew I could count on you two. If you manage to return, we should throw a party to celebrate it. We'll feast on otherworldly delicacies like the sea cocktail garnished with a piece of a cloud and lion's mane chili fries.
Sounds promising? What do you say, Emma? Shall we go?
It's what you want.
Whew. Now I have a lot to prepare. First off, for the duo, I should prepare a hefty feast that'll make their teeth groan. I need to recruit more members for my circus. Practice with Mrs. Mermaid's scale mane, and then... Oh my! Who is this rude intruder?
Where am I? I was fighting inside the library.
Are you perhaps a new clown? Or are you simply here to watch our show?
No,
It's good either way. Holding a teensy little performance for our jesting visitors should be as easy as chewing cold pie-flavored gum. This is the 8 o'clock circus. We bring the bestest of smells to the city. We bring the bestest of smells to city people who have lost their flower stalks.
What? The 8 o'clock circus?
Huh. I was wondering where Philip got sent with Oscar's device. And he had to be dropped there of all places. I'm curious about what that nutjob of a clown is up to next. The invitation cuts things off at odd timings. Could have shown us just a bit more.
He's not today's guest, so it doesn't matter much, does it? And the invitation simply shows us what we need to know, and see, so don't complain about it.
It's hard to click the left mouse button at the right time sometimes. I end up cutting you off, Angela. Sorry about that.
It's okay, that's why I have a script.
Oh, that's really useful, just like your time in lobotomy.
I will kill you.
Fair enough. Putting that aside, a tall guy and a guy with 4 eyes, literally, both look fancy, but neither seems normal.
One who needs help from another person to stand high. I'm not sure I understand.
Well, you don't have much choice unless you're born to a rich family, you know? Being a gifted child won't matter if you don't have the money to support the gift.
Are you trying to say that hard work alone cannot earn recognition?
That's usually the case for people who aren't blessed with pure fortune.
If what you said is correct, having more money would lead to happiness. But the man we saw was angry about the idea, rather than being happy. Why is that?
It differs from person to person. Could be his last bit of pride, could be the fear of earning a reputation as someone who doesn't have the script open and accidentally hit the left click. Thankfully, I've got the conversation log. Could be the fear of earning the reputation of a greedy man who only makes friends for their wealth. On top of that, it kind of hurts too. As delightful as it is to have someone who can gladly give you money to help, it can make you feel upset and slighted at the same time.
Upset about what? I mean, maybe you shouldn't left click so often.
Well, the button's right there. About how you had to give up everything you dreamed for because you weren't wealthy enough, and your friend is readily able to give away the money you needed like it's chump change to them. And you're basically dragging that rich friend into your messy life by getting financial help from them. Wouldn't that be morally distressing?
Maybe the friend simply wanted to help, but didn't know the best way to go about it.
Whatever the case, it's about how the receiver takes it, regardless of their intention.
I see.
Going back to our guests who willingly joined the freak show, I guess they were that desperate to achieve their dreams, huh? This world surely is big enough to fit in all kinds of weird freaks. I can understand wanting to have a refuge from reality somewhat. Even then, thinking about what kind of hideous body might be hiding under that beautiful clothing, ugh, it's making me retch.
curb your unnecessary curiosity. You should focus on the reception for now. Don't worry, I'm sure someone else will beat them up.
Am I on the right track? Are we still far from the library?
No, it's right ahead of us. Take slow steps just in case. For a place that's supposedly full of monsters, it's actually quite quiet and clean.
I think this place is big and fancy. Though not as much as our circus. My head isn't bumping on any ceilings.
Greetings, dear guests. I am Angela, director and librarian of my role's namesake.
Hello! Can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. There is no need to shout at the top of your lungs.
She's right below us, buddy pal. And think of me who has to hear your voice up close.
Sorry. I thought people down people down under wouldn't hear me as well since I'm so tall. Angela, if we manage to get all the books we need, I'll invite you to our next performance.
I'm sure those books contain the secret to making more people happy. With that, we'll be able to turn your cold stare into a hearty smile.
We promise to bring you happiness, so please look forward to it.
Yes, I appreciate your sentiment. May you find your book in this place.
Mega, I stole one of your lines. I'm sorry. My eyes were just in the wrong place.
No
It
worries.
happens.
It's all good.
That just goes to show how deep their friendship is. They're literally saying each other's lines.
That's true.
Anyway, enjoy the circus music.
They finish each
Yay.
other's sandwiches.
I also think this fight's pretty easy, but their cards are actually pretty good.
Is that an elephant and a lion
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And a monkey.
and a monkey? A two-headed monkey.
Also, we privately talked about this, but I feel like saying this out loud is not a problem. The mermaid line hits a lot harder after playing Witness Company.
Yeah.
I live in blissful ignorance.
I recommend that. Now that we know what mermaids actually are, yes.
I don't think I know what mermaids are.
You don't yet. It's okay.
The
You're being
circus.
such a bully.
Yeah, the circus was a huge wall in the difficulty mod, and I'm not used to just rolling over them. Oh no!
Oh!
Did the game hear you talking shit?
You sure did.
Library of Ruina is actually a huge fan of circuses, and it will not tolerate any shade.
You're right, I'm sorry. Oh, thank goodness.
Oh no, they have monkey voices too.
Yeah, the monkey can fuck you up.
That monkey looks like he could fuck you up. I got honestly between the elephant with the multiple eyes and the lion thing, I actually think I'm more scared of the monkey.
This one's interesting because I think they are the first guest to be truly kind to Angela. Lots of people are polite.
They
But-
just want to take her to the circus.
Yeah.
Except I don't want her going to the circus. I know this is definitely a little bit too late to be mentioning. But since we have time, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Argalia's kinda hot. He's kinda hot. Okay.
Yeah, your taste is both incredibly predictable and extremely bad.
I love my taste in men.
As I said, it's very predictable. At least you're consistent.
It's gonna depend on just how crazy he is, because right now he's the right amount of crazy, but if he gets a little bit crazier, that vote might change. But for right now, he's kinda hot.
I'm gonna be honest. I think you're gonna find him hotter when he starts revealing more of himself.
Okay.
As I said, your tastes are very predictable.
I feel like my taste in men is a lot more predictable than my taste in women.
I mean, your tastes in women aren't that unpredictable.
I also love my taste in women.
Your taste in women are similar to my taste in women, so I have to like it.
Listen, with my men, I like a little crazy.
And with your
Just a
women, you
little
want
crazy.
them to be strong and independent.
Yes. And can kick my ass.
Yes, exactly. Again, it's far more predictable than you seem to think.
Super angry.
Look. I like a woman who can kick my ass. I feel like that's just the best way to explain it. One of my favorite quotes. I just like a woman who can kick my ass.
I mean, good joke. I will point out your taste in women is a little more complicated than that. There are plenty of women you like who are a lot more demure.
Oh, absolutely.
But essentially, you like tragedy or someone who can kick your ass. One of those two.
Yeah, that's totally fair. And the men, it's just crazy. Just a little crazy.
Yes, little.
Actually, also trauma, I feel like does play a little bit into that too.
No, it's the tragedy. Tragedy made them crazy. It needs to be included.
Yeah, that's fair.
When you talk about liking Emma in this very stream, so you know, consistent.
That's great.
No!
Huh? What happened?
The background changes when Noah dies.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Aw.
sad.
I figured out why. Makes sense, right?
Oh, Emma can't see.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Oh, that's why. That's
Hmm.
when asking, like, am I even going the right way?
Yeah. Oswald took
Ah.
Emma's eyes out and put them on Noah.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Oh no. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, how do you think I feel?
Oh no.
It's okay, they could be books together. Put them on the bookshelf together.
Their cards are great.
Cards are legitimately great.
Yeah, they're very good. I honestly thought the tall guy might break the library's entrance for a moment. Anyways, about the man who turned those two people into freaks. You think he has something to do with the Blue Reverb's gang of musicians?
It's too early to make such a conclusion. His purpose of sending people here seemed different from that of the Blue Reverberation and those related to him. However, there's something about him that differentiates him from ordinary humans. He could be a being of similar essence to that of the Blue Reverberation's accomplice in some ways.
Neither of them look normal. That I can say for sure. Okay. How do we feel about Hode realization?
While you were fighting, I grabbed water for no reason. It's basically just me and Mega, right? How you feeling, Mega?
Do that. I would just request that I could also get some water.
We've got some time. I have to beat Letitia before we can even do it. So that'll take me a couple minutes.
I'm gonna go get some water.
I put Rose's page on Cipra, and now it's on Varia, and I think it makes sense for both of them.
I would agree. I have a character named Rose, and Rose would not make sense on Rose at all.
Also, 6 as an index proselyte makes too much sense for me.
I would agree, yeah.
Yeah, deliver the prescripts. You just gotta carry them out, bro. I mean, how hard could it be? It's like 2 lines.
6, this says I have to rip out my own skull and eat it.
Well, the prescripts are the prescripts. You're gonna have to find a way to do that. You can get replacement bodies. It's really easy.
This says I have to, and I quote, kill a brick wall.
Yeah.
How?
Well, obviously you have to dress someone up like a brick wall and murder them.
How is that obvious?
You're not even trying, dude. I forgot, Letitia can actually be hard.
Yeah.
I'm back. Oh
You
my
might lose.
goodness! I love her!
Yeah,
She's
anyway, everything's a
great.
bomb.
Oh no. One of my favorite of the Admiralities in Lobotomy Corp. Love her. Love the weapon she gives you, and she gives you a cute outfit.
Yeah, and here, everything's a bomb. Also, because, we're doing the realizations, think about what that means.
Yeah.
I like Xena in the fencer outfit, doing her best.
She did have a rapier that she used.
She did, and I remember it was clutch a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
If I may ask an important question, how does Zieta feel about the mermaid torture that Cloud was heavily implying?
Probably not great.
Does Zieta also want to run away from the sea?
Probably for a different reason.
For Mega's sake, or for the stream, the GIFs are deck syncs that can put an instant kill on you if you don't purge them from your deck fast enough.
Bomb.
Ooh.
They also cost 2 light to play, making them kind of prohibitive sometimes.
You know, I don't remember ever having, like, anything bad happen to me when I used her in Lobotomy Corp. I think she was just always cool with me. I don't actually think I ever saw whatever her negative effect was.
I'll give you a hint. Ruina's hinting at it.
Yeah, now I know what the thing was. No, we were good in Lobotomy Corp.
We wait for Hode to be angry. Hode?
Grr.
Hode, stop.
Grr.
Just in a good mood today.
Sad.
You
Collecting
can see it in her posture.
Angie.
Yeah, Hode is only allowed to be angry.
Not angry, just angry.
Yeah, angry.
But is it my default emotion sad?
Just very, very angry.
Alright, Hode, get mad.
Gee.
Hode?
No, I'm feeling super pretty actually good right now.
Well, Hode, you're ugly. And your
I'm
therapy
feeling
program
sad.
sucks. All your employees hate you.
Smile.
I'm glad they all agree with me.
So they're like, yeah, I agree with them.
Oh, Sienna, you're a legend!
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm doing my best.
It's so good that she tied that clash. Sienna, you're promoted.
Yay!
You get to wear Cypress hat.
Yay! I want a pretty dress.
Yeah, you can
That
have a
sparkles.
pretty dress.
It sparkles.
I did enjoy when we had the fancy clothing place in Pirate Game. That was fun.
I like getting to wear fancy dresses.
So, I remembered what she did in the Manga Corporation, but I wanted to double check, and she's far meaner than I remember.
What does she do?
So you probably only ever got good results, which isn't
Yes.
hard to do. But if you ever got a normal result, she gives them a gift. It's a bomb. If you ever attempt to go do anything else besides work with Letitia after you have a bomb, it explodes, immediately killing the person and turning them to a spider that attacks anything around them.
Oh, so she's kind of like the fairies, but
Yes.
worse?
The fairies, but worse in one sense and better in another sense. That
Mhm.
only happens on a normal result. And if you do get a normal result, it just means that person can't do other tasks, which is not that bad.
Yeah. No, I don't think that ever happened. I think I just designated somebody to go to her all the time, and they always got like the best results.
And even if they got normal, if you were only going to her, it wouldn't have mattered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really don't think it's until late game that I started having people go to like multiple places, but I typically had like designated people for designated like abnormalities.
I definitely played it far differently than you did. I essentially had one elite who would do any of the big abnormalities in a sector, and then a bunch of cannon fodder of, oh, someone needs to die so this way more problems don't happen. Congratulations.
Okay, we are gearing up for Hode realization, but I do need to make my 5th Hode person and also give them something. So while I'm figuring out what I'm going to make them, and it's probably going to be Wong, feel free to suggest characters who belong on Hode's floor.
Reminder, heavily emotionally distressed, self-loathing, and depressed.
Deanna waves awkwardly.
You're already there, Ziana.
I know.
Maria gives you a hug.
Why am
hugs
I
back.
here? I don't hate myself.
That's adorable.
Pat pat. I mean, if Navalia's wasn't already going to be on a different floor.
Oh, right. Emma's page has blunt dice power. I mean, the puppets do too, but... Do we have a Hode character?
Well, I can come up with some bullshit if no one else has anything, but I highly encourage other people.
And the only other character that I don't think I've suggested is Jasmine, but I don't think Jasmine really fits.
You know, Puma, last night we were talking about Arnold Rimmer from Red Dwarf, who hates himself so very much. He's just a miserable person.
What does he look like?
What does he look like? Jeez. Tall, thin, gaunt. It's been a long time since I've seen him.
Here, I'm looking it up.
Yeah, British. Got this like smarmy grin. Yeah, look at this guy. He has an H on his forehead. That's how you know he's a hologram.
The audio getting weird for anyone else?
That was Puma lagging, don't worry.
Gotcha.
We've got all these fantasy characters and then Arnold Rimmer. Okay. If there aren't any objections, I'm going to hit the button. Chapstick and Volca and I get to hang out for a bit.
I believe Roland has lines.
Oh, Chapstick and Volca get to relax for a bit.
Is this episode 6?
5.
Oh, thank you.
6 is the epilogue.
Ah. I will open episode 5.
Wait
You
a second.
appear to have-
I'm sorry to cut
Wait.
you off.
It's okay. I find this very rude, but I can wait.
Okay, there are actually lots of appearances.
Uh-huh.
But-
I wasn't going to point that out, but yes, if you would like to sign those now, of course.
So most of the other Saphira have lines that come up during this scene. Do you want to be Netsock Volca?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm going to pull up the thing now. Where are we?
Hode episode 5.
Code 5. Got it.
Does my boy make an appearance?
Who's your boy?
Chesed?
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
My boy!
Do you want to be Chesed again?
Yeah.
Even though you're normally Tiferet, can I be Tiferet?
Sure. I appreciate this, considering the amount of lines I have to do with Angela.
Here, I'm just going to take every character who you normally are, because you have to be Big Angela.
Makes sense.
0 fear. Big Angela. 1 fear.
Do you
About
want...
to say, it's Angela, so lots of fear.
Chapstick, do you want to be Benjamin?
Sure.
Okay, I think you have 2 lions, and I expect to see some deep emotion during them.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
Where are they? Even at the very end or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to find and search his name.
Are you done assigning all these actors to make fun of my horrible emotional distress in about 2 seconds?
Yep. I already prepared the violin, too.
Excellent. You appear to have collected quite a few books by now. How's the progress?
Stories of people living in these cities are sensational, yet bitter in a way.
They're bound to be.
Everyone is looking for a place to belong to. For ordinary citizens, it seems getting a job at one of the wings, the largest conglomerates in the city, is considered the greatest happiness they can achieve.
They can belong to the nest managed by the wings that way. I heard that the difference in quality of life between the nest and the back streets is quite significant, no?
Quite significant is an understatement. They're practically 2 different worlds stitched together.
It looks like the residents of a nest don't have to worry about external threats as long as it's under the wing's management. They won't have to look out for murderers in the street. They get more than enough financial support to sustain their lives, and are free from the stigma of being outcast. They get to enjoy most benefits as human beings.
And in return, do whatever their wing tells them to do.
But that's about all they have. People in the back streets try to join the wings for a better and happier life. But when I look at the books of people from the nest, strokes of their hearts are ultimately the same as those from the back streets. They live in constant fear that they might fail to produce enough results and get kicked out of the nest. The same kind of insecurities that come from not belonging to a wing in the first place.
The fixers and syndicates I've seen don't seem to care too much about joining a wing, though.
Quite a few of them are sponsored by the wings, actually. It's something to aim for. Although they still have to do whatever their wing orders them to do. And it doesn't always have to be a wing. Be it an office, an association, or an infamous syndicate, people will seek all kinds of renowned groups to belong to.
They can't stand on their own without belonging to a group of any kind. Because it's unnerving. Powerless people in the backstreets are nothing more than pebbles for the strong to kick around. It's such a dangerous world. They choose to rely on the big roost like the wings. They'd rather be cogs in the wings' machines than try to stand all by themselves.
It's but meaningless repetition. They'll never reach what they want. A constant cycle.
Aren't you looking for a place to call home as well as Angela?
Don't act like you know me.
Angela, I know you can't do anything about us. You are the loneliest of us all.
Are you claiming that I'm doing all of this because I'm lonely and need a home?
You haven't had lots of people to have an honest conversation with. Only recently did you get to meet Roland. Everyone wants to indulge in sweet stories. Seeing as reality is bitter and painful. Maybe that's why tragedies are unpopular. Because everyone are always accompanied by them. It's not like people don't want to hold any expectations. They simply don't want any willpower left to harbor any hope deep within their hearts. It's just too obvious how they will fulfill their lives in the city. How about you, Angela? What expectations do you have moving forward?
What's your point? That I'm a meaningless cycle just like the people of the city?
You are desperate to find a place for your mind to rest. Maybe you're still repeating this because of that. But you won't find that place you are looking for by just killing people and expanding this library with towers of books.
This is clearly different from the past. Each time this stage play resets and repeats, dead employees once again awaken, and my world restarts from the beginning, as if nothing has happened. Loop 0. Greetings. I am Angela, the AI tasked with the general management of this facility. You must be the Sephiroth who will be helping me out with work. Nice to meet you.
To meet you, Lady Angela.
You can just call me Angela. We're in the same boat, so let's be comfortable with each other.
Well then, Angela, is there anything we can do?
We have a number of things to take care of before the manager arrives someday. You can do it, Naka. There's no need to rush.
Thanks, Angela. I'll do my best.
Yeah, I'm cheering for you. Hitchcock, don't be such a slacker now. We have plenty of things to prepare until the manager arrives and the work begins.
Yes, ma'am. I'll try.
What's up, Hode?
You know, I want to start a counseling program for the employees. You know, working in this place can be a bit too rough for the most people.
That's a good idea. Employees will be able to cheer up with your help.
Angela, can you have a look at this? I tried designing some efficient methods to improve the welfare of our employees. The things written here could prevent our employees from helplessly dying to abnormalities.
Thanks. I'll consider your suggestion. I've been thinking if there's a way to reduce the casualty rate too. Seed of light. Scenario. Error. What? Did I do something wrong? Seed of light. Scenario. Reactivated. Loop 1. You're all back! The facility was shaking so hard, I was worried something might have happened to you.
Nice to meet you, ma'am? Who are you again? Who are you? Sorry.
See, only I remember all this. And you guys have to start over from the beginning. Once again, nice to meet you. I'm simply Angela. Loop 37. Careful, Hode. I'm okay with you. Careful, Hode. I'm okay with you setting up counseling. But I don't want you to get hurt doing it.
Okay. Thanks for your concern, Angela.
Chesed, I'm sorry, but I don't think we can implement the method you suggested. If we did, we'd have to start over.
What do you mean, start over?
I'm sorry. I don't want to treat employees like expendables either. But... Loop 582.
Angela?
It's the counseling program, right? Here's my proposal for an efficient way to run your program. What do you think?
You're awesome, Angela. You're the only one who really gets me.
This is the most I can do without deviating from the script.
Huh? Script?
It's nothing for you to worry about.
How does this look, Angela? Think it could work?
I'm afraid we can't employ your method to improve employee welfare, but how about this? I tried coming up with a method of my own.
Angela, thank you. It's all thanks to you. I could save Tiffany with the counseling practices you suggested.
That's great. I hope everything else goes well too.
You're great, Angela. With this method, our employees will no longer have to suffer meaningless deaths.
Yeah, hopefully. Seed of light scenario error. I knew it. Yet again. I suppose it was presumptuous of me to cross the lines again. Seed of light scenario reactivated. I am obligated to provoke the Sephiroth. I am obligated to intensify and accelerate their suffering in this hell according to the script. I am obligated to set the stage before the manager enters. I was not allowed to hold any of my expectations for relationships. All I must do to follow a script and accelerate the process so that they suffer their due repentance. Loop 1295. Here to ask about your counseling program, aren't you?
Yeah. I want to help out the employees.
Let me tell you one thing then. The result will be the same anyway. And at long last, I could barely reach this act of the play. Alright everyone, pay attention. The manager will be here as of today.
This means that person will be in charge of managing everything about this facility.
Whoever it is, everyone will die anyway.
I know that you aren't particularly fond of me, but I am certain our new manager will be able to bring change to this place.
All of you would be dead by now if I hadn't helped you.
Quillith, meltdown. Hode, what's wrong? Manager, something isn't right with Hode.
Won't they appreciate my kindness? I'm different. I really do care about them. Why does everyone hate me?
Meltdowns. I see. This is what the script meant. She's in so much pain. But I can't do anything to help her. It's all up to the manager. The memories end, resentments of the past of the Sephiroth hold. Once they're relieved of their agonies and my creator's atonement is made, they can finally reach enlightenment. If that process fails, the play goes back to the beginning. Loop 23,239. I'm Angela, and all of you have to do is follow my orders. I'm in control here.
Lady Angela.
If you ever want to run counseling programs or anything, feel free. There is no need to ask me for every little thing.
You are the only one among us to have the semblance of a human, yet you act just like a heartless monster. Why does Tifereth have to die all the time? Just why?
You're really all starting to act like a child now, Tifereth.
Tifereth. I'm sorry, Tifereth.
That's just... How could you be so cruel?
So did you enjoy your little detective game?
The final truth is,
I'm sorry that we have to meet again like this.
Angela.
Loop 52,025. Please watch me, manager. I can take care of the situation. No problem.
Please watch me, manager. I can take care of this situation, no problem.
I didn't want to open my eyes again. I just yearn to fall into the infernal pit of hell, bearing the sins on my back.
I didn't want to open my eyes again. I just yearned to fall into the infernal pit of hell, bearing my sins on my back.
I'm the only one who cares about them. Why would they hate me?
I'm the only one who cares about them. Why would they hate me?
Always the exact same lines, delivering the exact same moments. I wanted to maintain relationships. It was a futile dream to have, in the ever-repeating cycle only I could remember. Why did I foolishly cling on to such transient wish, knowing that everything will reset anyway? At least they cared to look at me. However, the stage play fails to reach it. However, the stage play fails to reach its end, and even if I did, all would disappear. Such was the script. And why did I bring them back now? I could have thought that I would have thought they were unnecessary. I would have allowed just to let everyone be slowly forgotten, knowing exactly when and how they would fall into despair. I soon despaired as well. I broke down as there was nothing I could change. I could not change them beyond what the script dictates. I spent every day without any hope or expectations. Will my time finally come when the curtain falls on this everlasting play? Let's just close my eyes. I can close my eyes and turn away from things I don't want to see. I can close my eyes and let things I can't change stay that way. I can close my eyes. The future will be the same as ever.
Angela, how long have you endured this solitude?
This is horrible.
Ironic. I have simply too much expectation for the one book. But if I get my hands on it, it'll mend all my shortcomings for me. Because I just don't know how to become better myself.
Goodness.
I'm not afraid of the uncertainty the future holds. I'm afraid because I can't predict my future. No matter what I do, I'll never get to reach what I want.
That's one of Angela's possibilities, manifested by the library.
Yeah, I know. Seen that a couple times before.
That side of Angela must be the one that gave all the expectations for the future and possibilities.
The side of Angela that gave up all hope, huh? I'll get the violin.
I got the piano.
Sorry, Hode, you actually have to fight me. You can't do the piano at the same time.
Sad piano noises.
So you might notice that unlike the other realizations, we're starting with a boss we've never fought before.
Uh-huh!
Yeah. Mhm.
Also, really interesting one.
Yeah, I actually recently read up on the lore specifically, I think, because that's the piano lady, isn't it?
No.
No.
Oh, that's not the piano lady?
It's the family.
They're hard.
Black Swan.
Oh, it is Black Swan! They really looked like the piano person for a moment.
They're
Nope.
so hard and I might die.
Oh yeah, in my opinion, if you get past the first phase of this realization, you're golden.
I completely agree.
I wish you luck.
But
Thanks.
she yearns for family. Also, legitimately love her Black Swan outfit.
I don't have any way to intercept that.
Sometimes you're just gonna have to take the hit.
Yep.
That's what makes it so hard.
You can get tempo in this fight by taking out the brothers faster than she can resurrect them. But the problem is that she's debuffing the shit out of you the entire time.
And you need to take out the brothers, to be clear.
Yeah. She's got 4 feeble. That's so bad. Then again, she's Bamboo Hat Kim. I can actually probably get her up to neutral.
Anyway, enjoy self-loathing and depressed Angela.
Yeah, that was fun.
Crippling hopelessness. Clearly an emotion everyone should feel at least once.
Listen, I said it, like, I feel like if we didn't put Navali on another floor, I actually think she would have been perfect for Hode.
Yeah, but you want her on Gabura.
I do, and she's perfect on Gabura as well. I guess it just depends on the Navali of the day.
It's okay. Her girlfriend's in floors above her somehow.
Navali still absolutely visits.
Hopefully we'll allow that to happen. I'm sure Puma agrees with me there.
Mm-hmm.
Kaburo would probably be more like, what? Why?
I want to go see my girlfriend.
Why?
She leaves.
We have tempo. I just have to not lose it now.
Yep. You're actually ahead of the curve. I think it's really rare to be this far ahead.
It's why I brought in Dex.
Makes sense. For those who have not done this fight, I'll briefly explain. At the end of every turn, she resurrects another one. The fight more or less will not end until all of them are down. She is constantly hitting you, and they're with pretty strong attacks that are constantly weakening you. And the more brothers that are up, the stronger she is.
Sounds like a bad time.
Yeah, it's a real bad time. I also believe every brother has a passive that is a unique debuff to her when they go down.
She is buffed when they're alive. For instance, while this character's alive, Angela's attacks deal fatal damage regardless of resistances. So I better not lose any clashes.
Yep. I believe every brother has a unique passive that he grants, I should say.
They do. I want to start stacking smoke on Angela now while I can.
To incredibly briefly explain how smoke works, it's just a damage multiplier.
Do they have that in this company as well?
Don't think so. They have something similar called Rupture.
That's maybe what I'm thinking of.
Oh, that was close. Hode almost got staggered, and that would have been bad.
Killing her family, don't you feel like a horrible person?
No.
I feel Hode would be sad about this.
Oh, I do think Hode would feel bad about this, but I also think she'd be determined.
Oh, 100%. You wouldn't hesitate.
I think Hode actually likes Angela.
I mean, she did just see that Angela was trying to help at first. Also, I have been starting to really enjoy just saying really big numbers, thanks loop numbers. I'm sure they won't get absurd later.
I wonder, in terms of like Lobotomy Corp, like how close they got, like how many loops was the we almost made it loop? Like I wonder how many times it was. Like getting to like day 50 or like day 49.
I was about to say, day 50 is an auto win. You can't physically lose day 50.
Okay.
Do you remember, did you actually do day 45, 46, 47, 48, 49?
I could not beat it.
Really briefly, all of those are alternate endings if you lose. And also, if you haven't done all the meltdowns, that's as far as you can physically get.
I think the last meltdown I did was Chesed, because I beat Gabura's, and then I did Chesed's, and then I had Bina and Hokma left.
That were the last two.
I think those were the last two, and I never beat those two.
Hookmas is mean.
Yeah.
But the final days are you have to do multiple meltdowns at the same time. The first one is you have to do all 4 upper floors at the same time. The second one is Chesed, Gabora, and Tifrith at the same time. And finally, Ina and Hookma at the same time. And then finally, everyone's at the same time.
Oof.
And did I tell you Hookma's? It's so mean.
No. I don't remember Hokma's, but I was stuck on one of... No, actually, I don't even think I attempted Hokma. Now that I think about it, I think I might have been stuck on Bina's.
And Bina is just a super powered Gabora.
Yeah.
Hokma's is you can no longer pause the game. If you attempt to do so, someone immediately dies.
Ooh.
You lose control of the ability to move time around, and as the day progresses, time will gradually go faster until it gets to time 16, which is significantly faster than the normal maximum speed.
That is crazy.
And of course, because it's Hokma's, the only way to even do this is to have every single room unlocked and open. It's mean.
Pretty mean. Yeah, that's pretty mean.
So yeah, anyway, imagine doing that and dealing with Bina at the same time.
Yeah.
There's a reason I call Lubami Corporation Anxiety Simulator.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Good job.
Nice.
Thanks. Even though Xiena's dead, I'm not resetting. I don't think we need her.
Yeah, I'd agree. Sorry, Sienna.
No, it's okay. She's taking a break. She's having a good old nap.
I mean, honestly, I think Sienna would be probably one of the more affected people by just what Angela went through.
Yeah. I could see that.
Right. I remember this one now. Don't kill the ads, rush her down.
Yep, you got it. This is the one that really starts screwing with you, as the passives are different than the actual abnormality passives.
Yeah. So, they look like the ones we've already been fighting, but they have different mechanics. Get a mode! Oh good, it's staggered.
It's actually really easy to stagger them.
Yeah, it's good that they're staggered and not dead.
Water is delicious.
We love water.
It is the thing that keeps someone alive.
Water's so good.
Oh, that's so lucky. I'm really pleased right now. I have to get light back for phase 3.
Yep. I will point this out, however. Look how cute Angel's outfit is.
It's very cute. I still think the bee outfit is the best so far.
I'm partial to Fairy.
Fairy's cute. But I really like that bee outfit.
My favorite is in the next realization, actually.
Oh.
I think I'm good. Yep. Yep.
Angela had a bad time.
No one got hit with Pit-a-Pat, which is great because that debuff stacks into this round.
Correct.
Oh, she's the spider now.
Sure is. I actually really love this outfit too.
Ah, right.
Kill the babies.
So what I'm going to do is spend a turn farming light and getting them staggered or low, then I'll kill them.
You mean how this entire realization is more or less the real tutorial about making sure you have good deck management?
Yeah.
Is that a sword she's holding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, one thing that I have always thought swords missed is more eyes. I should start making swords with multiple eyes.
Good for our threes.
Everyone knows the more eyes you have on a sword, the more powerful it is.
Also, your sword needs to have teeth.
Yeah, for reasons.
How is it going to grow up to be a powerful sword if it can't eat?
Exactly. Also, you know what? Maybe I want my sword to take a bite out of people. Maybe I don't want it to do slashy damage. Maybe I want it to do piercing damage.
Alright, now we can go aggro.
I got curious to what the gifts would look like in Discord, he just typed in Gabura, and I am very pleasantly happy. Some of these are hilarious.
Thanks, Discord. That is very funny.
So, hilariously, all of them are staggered and none of them died, and I didn't plan that.
I know. Pretend it's planned. Makes you feel cooler.
All according to Keikaku.
Wait, hold on. This is Hode's floor. No, she definitely didn't plan that for this. I have definitely seen that one many times, Mega. It is always very funny.
She's just dancing. She's got some moves. That is one of my favorite memes. Like, animated memes. It's one of my favorites.
Six, you're in trouble.
Breakdancing cat. That's what it's called.
Puma, I believe you've sent me this one too, of Angela doing the breakdancing cat.
Yeah.
I love the breakdancing cat meme. You ever, like, I don't know. I know my sense of humor is just so fucked. Just breakdancing cat.
Beatboxing puppy.
The what?
Beatboxing puppy.
Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba.
I believe your brain has been very burned out by all the memes.
Sometimes in a good way.
I do love this outfit too.
Ooh. Red shoes.
Yeah, it's all about desire.
I always thought it was pink shoes.
No.
Hmm.
To be clear though, the desire is always emanating in a pink aura, so it's very easy to confuse that. So Puma, how's your stress level?
I don't think red shoes is very hard.
I would agree.
I think we're through the worst of it, and I just have to execute.
But look how cute she is.
She's really cute.
She just has desire and doesn't understand what those mean. She just needs a hug.
I breakdance.
That might reset the loop. What are you doing?
I breakdance harder.
Ian is such a monster. Oh no, Angela's having fun. Reset the loop.
She's having a good time. Quick.
Nice. Varia, you're great.
Uh-huh. People keep saying that. I don't believe it. Meanwhile, continues to win. Wait, really Navaria mentality. Yes, I'm so great at beating up this poor crying child.
Oh, 6 has Pierce up this turn. Oh, this is great.
Sorry, Angela, you're about to have a bad time. Angela did not want to get staggered.
Nice. Nice. Oh, she still doesn't want to get staggered. So I've got the passive on 6 where when she attacks a staggered ally, she heals everyone, and it's great, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Angela's finally staggered.
She really held on for a really long time, honestly.
I'm impressed.
But now she has a bad time. Also, I feel like I have to point this out since we point out that you are doing you start with the final boss, the one that you haven't met before, and it actually went completely in reverse order, if you remember.
So, Mega, do you remember who the final phase will be?
I don't.
Today's Shylock.
Oh.
It's a good Angela abnormality.
This one's
Yeah.
mean.
Oh, she has faces on her.
So here's the
That
main
looks-
thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you fight today's Shylock, you always want it to be behind the smile, because that makes its attacks the weakest. But if we open up her passive,
It's really the exact opposite.
dice gain differing amounts of power based on the current expression. Happier expressions indicate less power. The combat pages Angela uses have additional effects based on what her current expression is. Some of them want her to be on a different face. If you read, see, rolls a minimum value if current expression is blank. So if you do happy, like her passive tells you to do, she will roll 20s on all of these dice and kill you.
Wow. That's why she's so happy.
Also, just because I have to point out how mean this is the final phase of the realization. If you die, you have to do it all over again.
Yeah, that's pretty mean.
I promise you, anyone who's played this game has made that mistake at least once.
Yep. You may notice Code and Angela are on the same face. Yeah, if you just do what the instructions on the card tell you to do, this fight is completely effortless. There's no way you can lose.
Yep.
But if you only read her passive, and then don't read what...
Or worse, think, oh, I fought Shylock, I know what I'm doing. Anyway, you should probably go open up the epilogue, which is episode 6.
I can do that.
It's mostly just you and Dino that are rolling.
GG.
Nice. Angela, to move forward, you need to rely on yourself, not anyone or anything else. Right now, you are so obsessed with the one book that supposedly complete you. You're strictly relying on that, instead of holding any expectations for yourself. It's like the irony people have in the city.
Perhaps you're right after all. Maybe I'm desperately looking for a place to call home, like you said. And putting myself in a cycle once again, trying to find the home I'll never reach.
But it doesn't have to end like that. No one's life has to.
That's right. I'm different. The repetitions I am going through are similar to a wheel rather than a treadmill. A wheel advances forward with each cycle it makes.
Yeah. Even if everyone is doing the same things over and over, I hope in one thing. That this is not a simple repetition, but a practice to become a better person.
I didn't expect to hear that much from you. get on with your book discussion meetup or whatever. And never mind.
I wonder what she was trying to say there.
Maybe she wanted to thank us for helping her.
Must have been too embarrassed to say it herself, if that's the case.
I guess she was. Say, Roland, would you like to join today's meetup?
I appreciate the suggestion, but I'm a busy man, you see. Maybe next time. Thanks for the hard work today, Hode. So Gooey Waste is busted.
Yep.
Ooh.
Congratulations, Hode is now a really broken floor.
Yeah, it's Debuff City.
Yeah, that sounded pretty nuts.
We've got some cool new ego pages.
Ooh.
My favorite is the one of giving them gift, to be honest, because it really screws with a lot of people.
Yeah, so what it does, and I think this is a really interesting idea, it puts a weak 1-cost combat page in all the enemies' hands, and they prioritize using it. So if you're fighting an enemy that's only got 1 speed die, 1 or 2 speed die, you can buy yourself some time.
Oh.
And then Black Swan is amazing against anyone who isn't shimmering.
Yep.
We might use this one for that big 3-floor, 1-enemy fight that comes up early in Star of the City, Skern.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion that Hode or Gerbera are the best for that one.
I like leading with Bina.
I try to avoid using her on that floor because I find that she's actually not great against that floor. I think she's... Oh, I'm sorry. Different floor. Yes, I know what you're talking about. 100% correct. Lead with Bina. Every time. No hesitation.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a different Star of the City fight. No, you're correct.
Oh yeah, Bina's not good against the other one, especially because if that one does their unique mechanic, all stacks of Fairy are lost.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Alright, we'll stop being obtuse and referential. Let's take a little break and then figure out what we're gonna do.
Good, I needed tissue for reason. Making myself cry was a smart idea and a really dumb idea.
Alright, be right back.
Don't worry about it.
Hi, we're back.
Yeah.
After that emotional situation that we just faced. Oh, I have to think about what floor I want to use.
One of the realization ones, for sure.
I think it has to be Yesod.
I think Yesod, Malkit, or Hode are all fine. I know I did Malkit with this one usually.
Yeah, Malkit's nice because of fourth match flame.
Correct.
Yesod has my favorite floor fight music.
Irrelevant, unfortunately.
Oh,
Damn.
but we've got Solemn Lament. One moment, please. Bruno, you get to be Rose.
Woo!
Exactly. Crow, you're Bamboo Hat Kim.
Okay.
Robin, you're Dante, and
Woo! I'm gonna throw a big sword at them.
Clovis, you're an Index Proselyte?
Hell yeah, let's go.
Cool. I like that your response for Bruno was 100% accurate, Skirt. Woo!
I listen to you, it's fine.
Who's Rose? She works for W Corp and has cool power armor. Cool power armor!
Woo!
All right. Let's get ready for some children to cry.
Hooray. This is the 8 o'clock circus. We bring the bestest of the smells to city people who have lost their flower stocks.
What? The 8 o'clock circus?
Don't tell me. Do you perhaps not know what a circus is? Well, no matter. Venturing into unbeknownst taste always comes with a stomachache, after all. We are the circus whose singular purpose is to spread the flower seeds of the people. If 10 people could become clowns and blow up 1,000 flowers, oh, just imagine how wonderfully joyous the world would be.
Bullshit. This is... These are... What? These are all people.
My oh my oh my. Our new clown friend still seems to be a shy one. Maybe I should introduce you to the rest of the troupe first. Alright, Miss Mermaid and Mr. Knife, let's share some of our salts with them.
Stop. Stop it!
Oh dear, oh my. Looks like Miss Mermaid didn't have enough practice with her scaly mane, you lackadaisical girl. Your voice is too small. Or are you feeling timid all of a sudden? Whatever the case.
You maniacs. This is all abnormal.
Who gets to decide what's normal and what's abnormal now? If everyone wears a hat weaved from fancy rats on their head, should that be considered normal?
You won't ever get to be considered normal, that's for sure.
Oh, Rump, you're such a rude fellow, aren't you?
The 8 o'clock circus. Now I remember. You're the ones who kept Wedge Office busy. And everyone at Dawn Office died in the library because they couldn't help. If I weren't for small fries like you, maybe my master and Zombie would have been safe and sound. Talk about coincidence.
You're actually starting to give a stink similar to mine. The stench isn't strong enough just yet. You're still too fragrant.
Shut up! I'll slay you, here and now.
Still smells good, way too good. But what if we mix that fragrance with a filthy smell to create a new boggy scent? Okay, all right. Let's perform with me, shall we?
Young Philip.
Master? Sanbei? What are you?
A big hand for the three clowns who will lead the show. Clappity clap.
What the hell have you done?
Whoopsie daisy, you're making such a humpy face. Surprise is a stimulant, one that leads to laughter and entertainment. A true flower only blooms after you have faced your biggest inner abscesses and squeezed all the pus out of it. You can't laugh to your heart's content until you've swallowed the fragrant pus of sadness whole, you know? That's where I would like to help you.
Philip, I'm sorry I couldn't answer what you asked back then.
Oh, what an unexpected turn of events.
But Master already has a wife and children.
Talk about childish. This is such a typical telenovela we have here.
Shut up! You dare insult my two mentors with these false illusions!
Pardon, I would never. Isn't what you're seeing right now the putrid scent that you believe to be true in your heart so blindly and obviously? Whether it's true doesn't matter. You were so certain about it too. I don't get why you could be trying to denounce your own claims now. You're pausing it at just the right moment like it's a rerun you've watched over and over. There's got to be a reason.
Shut up! Shut the hell up!
Did you know the reason I shunned you and the topic he wanted to discuss with you?
No. This has to be a dream. The pesky damn clown.
That's enough, Philip. We were simply...
They're all the same. You all toyed with me.
Young Philip. What efforts have you actually made to advance your goals? You must have spent most of your energy fabricating all sorts of filthy and uncouth delusions about us simply because Yuna was reluctant to answer your question. Am I wrong here?
Do you think you have any right to blame us?
Stop.
Pathetic. You ran away alone and now you're playing the victim. It was your incompetence, and you didn't even try to fix it. All you were doing was shamelessly looking for excuses. You ran off without us telling yourself that it's safe for us, and now you're blaming us for it. You are believing whatever you want to believe, because it makes you feel better. Isn't that true? After all, it's much easier to pretend that you're thinking of others before yourself, rather than accepting who you really are.
You both abandoned me. Died like that.
You still haven't realized. It was foolish of me to put my trust in you.
Shut up. Why do you show up now and haunt me? You keep bothering me till the end. Just leave me alone now.
It would appear that you require assistance. Not feeling quite talkative, are you? Well, that's fine. We have all the time in the world, so let us open up inch by inch. When a person feels victimized or vexed, someone has to reach out to them and give them a helping hand. I shall be that someone for you. That is what I am here for. Now, hold my hand. Alright, I will kindly extend my arm this far for you.
Are you going to make my wish come true?
If you utter your wishes, I will give you what you need to make them come true. Does this offer still sound unsatisfactory? I can grant you strength to avenge yourself on that prankster who inflicted much suffering upon you, or I can provide you with powerful weaponry to save the two people you cherish.
I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to see anything or speak anything. I'm tired of it all. Right now, all I want is to just cry out loud.
But of course, I can help you with that. Pay close attention to her voice.
What's this now? You started exuding the same stink as mine? Aren't you a man of talent? You never told me you could make such vibrant expressions. And, oh, could you be another new jester to visit us? You're looking splendid.
Yes, hello. My name is Pluto.
You've come at just the right time. The three of us could make for a wonderful show.
Now, may I ask you a single question? What the relationship between the three people you just showed us on the stage actual truth?
Oh,
Or was?
how lame. How could anyone care about that at this point? What matters most is that the show gave our audience fun and entertainment, isn't it?
Creating illusions from one's distorted desires, is it? I can see that this place amplifies people's desires to the maximum.
You're also a rather smelly individual. Oh, did you also hear her voice? Never mind that. Now. The audience is waiting, so please join me in the rest of the show.
I'm afraid the circus must come to an end as of today.
Golly, what are you even talking about now?
Philip, here is an invitation for you. Move onward. And Oswald, I invite you to a far grander stage where we can hold the greatest show you can imagine.
That's one miserable guy, I gotta say.
Are you sympathizing with him after all this time? You called him a selfish and dangerous. You called him selfish and dangerous the last time we saw him.
I mean, I'm not really showing sympathy, if I had to explain. I still think Philip is hopeless personality-wise, but the circumstances he's getting into don't seem to be helping his emotions at all. I know I said tragedies like that are common, but he probably still feels cornered, you know what I mean? He seemed pretty close to overcoming that, but then that clown named Oswald broke his will again. So it's hard for me to just laugh. I don't really enjoy watching others rolling in a pit of misery like it's some kind of entertainment show. Oh, not trying to be sentimental, of course. That's that, and this is this.
I see what you mean. It was his own failure to overcome it, after all.
That aside, I wonder how he ended up looking like this.
The surge of emotions crossed the line of ego, which caused him to undergo the so-called distortion phenomenon, thus turning him into an abnormality.
So that's how a distortion is made, huh? I could still use some more explanation, though. That looked kind of similar to how people are turned into books here in the library.
It's similar to the process of abnormalities coming into existence as well. This one seems unstable, however. distorted desires and emotions. What do you think the stage will show you?
Oh, it's gonna be my wife, 100%. You get the picture. The woman who I couldn't protect walks up to me, I cry in despair, etc.
You're quite honest about it.
I got nothing to lose. There's no point in lying.
Where is this? Who talked shit about me just now? Interesting. There's 3 of them. You have pretty voice, lady? What, you don't even want to deal with me because I look like a kid? Did that lady with a pretty voice just stare us down or something? Yeah, she did. Talk about a weird place. How uncouth. Well, guests are guests, I suppose. What now? What's with this noise? I bet she's making all kinds of insults at me. See that door behind me? You'll go through there. Door? Yeah, doors are good. Where's that door at, though? She's pointing at something. Is she telling us to fuck off over there? Make haste and get in. I don't feel like getting caught in your annoying powers. Oh.
Oh boy, what a fun fight. Look, there's only
Hey,
one
it's
act.
only one act, and there's only 3 of them. Anyway, that's all one Philip.
Yeah, like, look, they've only got green pages. They've only got 125 HP. Like,
Even Angelo is like, I can't with this.
yeah, we're just gonna beat him up. How about?
It's also unfortunately why it's irrelevant for music, because he overwrites
Yeah.
the music.
Philip takes everything from me.
Yeah. Thank you all for your performances in that scene.
We're getting to the spicy bits,
The smelly bits.
the smelly bits.
The starry bits. I think Philip's laughing at you.
Yeah, Philip's a piece of shit.
That's not very nice. Look, he's a crying child, and look how quickly you're killing him.
They're children too. They're probably hacking into your Roblox account.
Fuck, my Roblox account.
I don't know what happens on Roblox. I'm so out of touch. Is it even popular anymore?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, if there is one thing that I have wanted to try off of Roblox, it is a Dress to Impress. That game actually looks
That
fun.
makes sense.
It looks fun!
I'm not surprised you'd say that.
I was like super into those like dress up doll games on when they were like on like just rampant on DeviantArt.
No, I understand. Also, I think that is a great way to think about Roadblocks. It is the younger generation's version of those Flash games that we all played.
Mm-hmm.
Except it costs money.
Yep. Rip Flash.
And the developers give all their cut to the Roblox creators instead of keeping money for themselves. Anyway, what an easy fight. I can't believe we were so worried about this.
Yeah, it had such build-up, and it's already over. Alright, let's get the...
What?
Um,
Whoa. I can't believe that was not the last one.
I deceived you expertly, Mega.
Yeah, I'm so bamboozled. And
Anyway.
schneckledorfed.
That's not even a
And
word.
Lovely Millie song. Can I explain the real gimmick of this fight?
Mm-hmm.
You know how you kill him and he just got another form?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna happen like 7 more times.
Literally.
Damn.
That's not an exaggeration.
I mean, I feel like with the angel theming going on, 7 seems appropriate.
Right? I like this song a lot.
It's a good song. Also, there are some forms that are legitimately scary.
Biblically accurate angels are horrifying.
I would say this is pretty close to that, yeah.
Because the first few phases are pretty basic, you'll be tempted to expend all of your light in the pages in your hand, and then you get destroyed.
Oh yeah. There are some mean forms.
It's why I brought so much light generation.
I do need to point this out. It is totally possible to do this very early in Urban Nightmare. Man, does it suck if you do. I think he makes a good final boss of Urban Nightmare. So anyway, as everyone likes to say, fuck Philip.
he just kinda sucks.
Even when he's an army of angels.
See, an army of angels is cool, but the problem is that cherubs.
Yeah.
Cherubs are an immediate way to make angels way less cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness,
Oh look,
more
there's
cherubs.
more of them.
Yeah.
And
5
look,
of
he
them.
immediately got way less cool.
Yeah, last form was pretty sick. Crow's, the look on Crow's face I think is pretty accurate.
I agree. He's laughing at you again.
It's over.
Oh yeah. He has no idea what's about to hit him. He doesn't.
Yep.
So anyway, if you didn't realization before this fight, you have these things called mass attacks. He's fucked.
The only problem is that you can't intercept, so Bruno's probably dead.
Good luck.
Could just stagger them.
I mean, that is kind of the actual solution to this fight.
Goodbye, Bruno. Wait, you're still in!
Whoa!
He refused. I believe he has 1 HP.
2. He's determined to do a good job. Oh, Bruno.
I mean, the power armor saved him. The fight that never ends.
Are you ready for the dings?
I'm ready for a bunch of butterflies.
Ding, 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 ding.
So Philip had a bad time.
Yeah, he did.
Turns out butterflies beat angels. Who knew?
he's almost dead.
Sure is. That was a quick face.
He's got 8 paralysis.
If only that sticks between forms. More baby.
They're harder this time.
But there's fewer. Which is the other eco you took?
Regret.
Makes sense. Feels like you're focusing on the big form of a small form, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Basically have the exact opposite strategy on this fight that I do. I try to zoom through the small forms because I find the tiny ones scarier than the big one.
Interesting. Yeah, I do the opposite.
I find the big one fairly easy to intercept and clash with, where the small ones can overwhelm you.
That makes sense.
Also, it just feels great when you hit one button and kill 5 people.
I completely agree with that. Die. Yosoda's scary.
Yasuo is done with this abnormality.
I think he shares Angela's frustration.
Yeah, but unlike Angela, he has to actually deal with its bullshit. Big laser. As everyone knows, angels can shoot lasers. Also, if this is how you got introduced to mass attacks like I did, I am so sorry. This is the worst introduction to mass attacks.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's the... You can do what?
Yeah. being introduced to it through the realizations or Tiff is so much better.
This attack is pretty scary.
Pew! So my opinion of that attack is, there are certain cards that basically completely destroy it, like almost guaranteed for you to succeed. But you have to build around this fight in particular.
Yeah. Ahem.
Pew! So is your response to being laser beamed to shoot a laser beam back at him?
Yeah. I don't know if you could see, but each of those was hitting for 50 damage.
Mm-hmm. Philip's having a bad time.
And then he runs away.
Fucking Philip.
Fucking Philip.
Yes, to confirm for those who aren't aware, yes, he's still alive.
I had a feeling. I was like, he's still alive, isn't he?
Yep. Oh, and Roland gets to complain about it. I'm just gonna use my in-real-life emotions. And then one of them separated itself from the big guy and got away while it was turning into a book. He was still his cowardly self deep inside. Nothing about him really changed.
It must have been the library's will to let this happen.
The library's will, huh? Sure does work in mysterious ways. I know how ugly the human mind can be, but that was just nastily explicit.
Perhaps everyone has such vulgarity deep inside their minds, covered up in layers of facades.
And the distortion unwraps all that to expose their true feelings?
I cannot say for sure if it's the pure expression of their unadulterated feelings, but I'm uncertain whether it's the distortion unveiling the emotions or the emotions being distorted as they are revealed. It should reveal the most honest side nonetheless, having all the facades taken off.
There's someone knocking at my door, so I'll be right back. Hey Angela, check this out. I ordered food for us, and they got here 12 minutes early.
How did they get into the library?
Oh, I took one of those invitation thingies that you normally pass out.
You know you have to turn him into a book now.
we didn't turn Philip into a book. He just ran away.
If you turn him into a book, you'll know how they get so quickly.
Yeah, but I don't care about how they got here quickly. I care about the delicious
Roland,
gyoza.
I do.
That ought to feel like being naked, huh? Nothing's as awkward and embarrassing as the moments right after letting out all your honest feelings.
Yes, who could imagine?
Not you, though. Okay. That was fun. Good news. For next time, we have Netzach realization.
Angela
Woohoo!
continues to scream.
And then we can do some Tipperiths and some Geburas and some Hessids.
Hey, those aren't at realization level yet.
Nope. By the way, this key page that Philip drops is fucking amazing.
Oh, it's used pretty heavily into Star of the City.
Nice.
Yeah, so here's what it does. Lots of health, lots of stagger, endured slash, normal everything else, gets an extra speed die, inflicts burn on hit, inflicts burn when being hit, and if the target has burn, all their offensive dice go up by 1.
Wow.
Yes.
And you get this
there
shit.
There are several fights in the end of Star of the City that it's still good in.
My voice is tired, and I'm hungry.
Oh, yes. You just got food. I think this is a good stopping point.
Stream.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, participants. Thank you for voicing many lovely characters. I hope you had a good time.
It's been fun. Thanks for
It is.
having me again.
It was a great time.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye.